to record a presentation, and I'll go through like what I want you to do in that presentation in a different video. But for now, I'm showing you how I want you to build out this presentation and what I want you to do for it. As for the requirements, you're gonna pick 5 plants from your everyday life. They must be legal plants, so nothing school inappropriate. And you can get them from, like this one I got from the park. Now, of course, you can't go to the park with a bunch of people, but if you wanted to, you can go for a walk as long as you stay 6 feet away from somebody and take pictures. Or you'll see some of my plants I got from my refrigerator. So, and just some things that I had around at home. So I'm just going to kind of build this presentation out with you guys and kind of show you how I want you to do the research for it. All I want you to do is to give me the common name. And so you could just replace all of what I have. If you want to change your background, that might be nice, from the slides that I gave you in the Google Classroom assignment. So I want you to tell me the common name, the scientific name, so the genus and species. So you're going to have to look it up. You're going to have to do some research. You have to try to identify it. You know, if you pick a daffodil or something, you're going to search, and I'll tell you how to do that searching. I want you to tell me where you found it. So, you know, if your mom got it at Heinen's, write that down, and then the date that it was that you took the picture of it. I'm going to give you 1 week to get this presentation done. So it's not a ton of work. I want you to do a nice job. You're going to build a present. You're going to take some pictures, identify some plants, just 5 plants, and you're going to build a presentation, and then you're going to make a video of yourself going through the presentation as well. So that should be enough for you to handle in this week of online class. And I can, I'm going to make myself available sometime this week for a Google Live, like Hangout chat, or, you know, the Google Meet, so we can kind of interact with each other a little bit. And if you have any questions about, like, if you couldn't identify something, maybe I can help. I want you to give it a go first, but I'll post the date that's going to happen when I find out about it. Probably Wednesday or Thursday. We'll do that. So I'll post that when we're going to, closer to the time that we're going to do that. All right. So I found this in Bedford Reservation on March 29th. And then I got you need to give the kingdom, division, class, order, family, genus, and species. So how you're going to do that is, you see this button here that should be on your Google Slides. It's called Explore. That's where I want you to get your research from. So you're going to go to Explore. And like, I happen to know that this plant was called a spring beauty. So I'm just going to Google spring beauty. It's happens to be one of the first ones that will emerge in the spring. And I found a little tiny bee on it. So that was kind of cool. I'm okay with Wikipedia for this. I think it does a great job of the classification and some interesting facts. So again, use this here, and then you won't have to cite your sources. I'll know that they came from there, but please make sure you do that using the Explore button. So again, the Explore button looks like this, and I just search for spring beauty, if I could spell. Okay, and I'm going to click on the Wikipedia article. Do not just cut and paste it, because you notice that these say clade here, but what I have for you here is kingdom, division, class, order, family, genus, and species. And then also the formatting is hard to get. So if you do cut and paste them, just make sure you put them in the right spots, and that you change your font over so that they all fit in there, and that so it might be, I just typed them. I just looked at them and typed them. So it's up to you, but make sure that the format is easy to read and it's big enough font in that. And then for 3 interesting facts, you can get those from somewhere else. Like if I wanted to get them from here, maybe I can look here and see if there's some interesting facts, or I happen to just get them from Wikipedia. So if I go back to my Wikipedia article here, I read through this and I found 3 interesting facts, or 3 things that were interesting to me. So I said that they were used by the Iroquois to treat convulsions, has between 12 and 191 chromosomes, and the roots can be eaten as food. So just 3 facts, but guys, please make sure they're interesting. Don't pick something like it has 4 petals or something. That's not that interesting. So just look through here and find something that looks like it's an interesting fact about that plant. Okay, then you're ready to move on to another one. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to slide, and I'm going to duplicate this slide. So I have my formatting the same, but I'm just going to change everything here. So I'm going to change this one to broccoli is the common name. And so now what I have to do is I have to, in my explore button, I have to put broccoli, if I could spell again. And I'm finding some information on Wikipedia here. I'm just going to go ahead and click that and go to my broccoli page here. And I can see, hopefully I have the information on the scientific name. I don't see that here. So varieties. So what I might have to do is search for broccoli classification and see if Wikipedia does, if I could get any help with that. Okay, so I have it here. So you'll notice that some of your plants will have the same information. So the first 4 are going to be the same. So I don't even have to change or cut and paste anything there. The first 4 things were the same. I just need to get the order. So the order is Brassicilles. And like I can maybe get a better, if I do want to cut and paste that, I can get a better, the order was, yeah, I want you guys to make sure that I don't want your fonts to be like not readable and switch up the different fonts. So I might just either change the font or just, it's probably quicker just to do that. And then I can, at least it's nice I could see it next to it. And then, all right. And then the family will be different too. If my order was different, my family will be different. And I am not on Spring Beauties anymore. I am on the, oh, okay. So the family is the order, and it's probably this one. So most of these words are going to be hard to pronounce. And okay, and then I need to get my scientific name of broccoli. Again, I love this Explorer because everything's right there. And I can find my scientific name here. Okay. And of course, so that's my genus and species. So I want to make sure I can, that's not too big because I cut and pasted it. Make sure the font is at a font that's I'm able to read. And notice that the scientific name is in italics. That's how it should be. And that looks okay to me. And it wasn't found in West Bedford Reservation, of course. It was found from Miles Market to my refrigerator. And I don't remember the date, a couple days ago, so I can change that, but get the idea. And then, of course, I need interesting facts. And I need a different picture. So I want you to take all your pictures yourself. They don't have to be like great pictures. This one I did not expose correctly, so I want to change the exposure on that one. So it's going to open up my Photoshop, hopefully. You can just make sure you expose your pictures correctly. I'm doing this, it's like 8 o'clock on a Sunday night, so I didn't have that much natural light. So, but you're probably going to be using your cell phones. You can use a camera if you want to, so you're not going to have to worry about the exposure as much, but there's lots of different editors that you can use for that. Why is this taking so long? Okay, so all I want to do is bump up the exposure on that guy, and I don't have to do anything, special there. I change, ooh, that's too, okay. I can crop it if I want to. All right, it's not a work of art, but you get the idea. That's my broccoli. All right, and then I'm just gonna save that. And now I'm good to go to adding that back to my presentation. My computer and my internet is so slow. I'm just over it. Oh. Okay, so I have to get rid of this picture. And I have to replace that with my broccoli picture. What are you doing? Oh, I shouldn't be biting my nails. Oh, what happened to the rest of my presentation? What the heck? This is not going well. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of this and put in insert image, upload from my computer, and I have my desktop. What happened to my picture of my broccoli? Oh, guys, I thought I saved that. I need to save that image. And I want to save it as, no, I don't, I want to save it as a JPEG. So that's why it's not popping up. There it is. Okay, that's my good picture of my broccoli. And I need to find 3 interesting facts about broccoli. So I'm going to go back to just searching for broccoli. And see what I think is interesting. One of the things that I know about broccoli is that it's closely related. That's interesting. Is that it's very closely related to cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. Let's see what else I can find out about it. It's a rich source of vitamin C and vitamin K. That is good to know. Again, make sure it's interesting, not like it's green or something. Rich source of vitamins C and K. And then I gotta grab one more fact. 3 commonly production. I mean, I think it's interesting that 92% of the U.S. broccoli is grown in California. So that's interesting. Okay, so that's all I need to do for my facts, and then that slide is done. Okay, again, I definitely suggest you go to insert duplicate slide or slide duplicate slide, so it doesn't, you can keep the same formatting throughout your presentation. And then, so another one that I have, and again, I want to use my Explore button. Let me get rid of some of these tabs. Let's just see my, okay. And then I'm going to go to my Explore button and go to, I'm going to search for banana. Banana scientific name, because then if I search for scientific name, I'm going to get like the Wikipedia article that will give me the classification of the bananas. Okay, so it's we have a difference here. So it's not a dicot, it's a monocot. So not everything will be the same. And then if the class is different, then the order family, of course, the will be different. So for bananas, the order is Zingiberales. That's an interesting name. Again, I don't want to see that cut and pasted like that. I don't care if you do it just to get the, or you take out it. It's a dead giveaway that you cut and pasted, right? So get rid of that. Make sure your formatting is all good. And then my family for the banana is the Muscaceae. Get rid of that part. Get the rest. Oh. This was found. Where did I shop? Drug Mart. I mean, if you don't really know where your mom got something from or whatever, you can just give it your best estimate. And I need my banana's scientific name. So it is the genus Musa. And there's around 70 species. So I'm just going to do, that's interesting, 70 species of banana. I'm going to just do SP for species. And the scientific name, again, I have to replace it, is Musa species, and then this is the common name is Banana. Okay, and I have to get rid of my picture of my broccoli and my fun facts about broccoli, and I am going to find my picture of, so I'm going to go to insert image, upload from computer, and then I have a, oh, I have to open that up through Photoshop, unfortunately, because it's a raw file. So let me cancel this, and there's my picture of my banana that I just bought yesterday, so it's still green. Here's my son posing as a happy banana holder. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to save that image as a JPEG, and then I'm going to bring it into my presentation. So I would like to see your, some of you in the presentation. I'm not making that like a requirement or anything. But you saw like my fingers were there. All right, yeah, that's a very exciting picture of my son holding the banana. And now I have to find some interesting facts. I'm sure there's a ton about bananas. You can make banana wine. Well, that's an interesting fact. They're grown in 135 countries. Again, paraphrase that stuff. Don't just cut and paste it. So you see what I'm doing here? Finding the fun facts. Guys, I'm recording, so stop fighting. Wow, I never knew that. Banana radiates radioactive potassium. We know it's high in potassium. It's probably such a small amount. Radiate a small amount of radioactive okay. Let's see, make sure I have everything there. There we go. So, I mean, I could finish up. I just had a couple others, but I want you guys to do 5 plants. Even it doesn't even have to necessarily look like a plant. You can have like pizza and include that, like wheat crust. You can include wheat or a piece of bread. So, if you can go out and get, like I just happen to have some things that were like this one plant I have like growing as like a house plant in my house. But an orchid. So that's what I would use that. But anything you want to, it could be just the grass outside or a tree, but you have to identify it. Tell me where you found it, when you found it, sometime this week, because this is going to be due on Friday. So you can just do 1 slide a day. That's not that much, guys. And then you're going to do 5 slides, and then you're also going to use Screencastify to make a video of you going. So what you have to turn in is the Google Slides and the Screencastify video. Screencastify for you guys has a limit of 5 minutes, so you don't have to take 5 minutes, but don't go over 5 minutes for that. And you're going to turn in both of those things, okay? So have fun with this. It's meant to be something interesting. You learn a little bit. I learn a little bit from you guys. Little mini botany project. Okay? Have a good one.